This is ground control to the time. Oops. I really don't like that my face is in there so much. Okay, that's okay. I did not do my hair or do anything. My heart-shaped rock. All right. This is ground control to Major Tom. I'm still waiting. I have Space Odyssey in my head by Bowie. I don't know what is happening, but okay. So there was something that happened not too long ago, and an intention was set to shut down anybody that was trapped. And as of like midnight on New Year's Eve, these witches couldn't keep things held captive anymore if they didn't want it, right? Because some things that are, you know, especially animals that are behind bars, like even inmates that are behind bars, some of them are okay behind bars. You know, they get a meal, they get their meals every day, they have free rent, you know, and there's nowhere in the world for them. So some people don't care about being locked up where others do. Same with animals. Some animals don't care about being in zoos. They couldn't care less. They're getting their food every day. You know, they're getting their antidepressants. They're getting everything they fucking need. So they don't care. But other people who are being locked up do care and don't want to be there. Okay, so it seems like those ones get the choice. They got the choice of do they want to stay or do they want to go? So I helped remove the spell from the universe, and I went to get fuzzy mice today. What up? Okay, I went to go get fuzzy mice for my snakes, and the guy had been broken into. And I found so ironic. And I went to him. I'm like, did you get robbed? And he goes, oh, yeah. He goes, I got more than robbed, though. He goes, I lost a lot of animals. And I go, motherfucker took animals? Like, really? He goes, no, but the front door was smashed and it was left open in the, you know, in winter. And he goes, a lot of them died from being cold. And like, this just recently happened. Like it either happened yesterday or the day before. And I went, like, I thought to myself, like, and then my sister said, like, you know, he runs a reptile shop. Like, he's got heat lamps everywhere. He's got heat mats. Like, how did anything die? You know, like, if the alarm went off and, you know, like, these animals shouldn't have been cold for very long. He should have taken care of them. But this guy's a fucking sleazebag. Okay, he's a sleazebag. He doesn't treat his animals very well. And I bought both my snakes from him, and they were like babies. Like he had just got them in, and I got them fucking out of there right away. And I've seen the way that he's treated them, and I went, well, fucking energy has spoken then. He lost more money in animals than he did in actual cash. And he had just gotten a shipment of tarantulas that were sitting by the front door, which they all would have died. None of them were there. So I found that very ironic too. I went, holy Jesus, like he probably lost 30 animals, and he didn't even lose very much cash. And I went, wow. And then as I walked out the door, I went, holy shit, that's the spell reversing. Like it did it. It's like the universe had to show me, like I've been waiting to buy these mice till the very last second. And then I go this day, and usually my sister goes in because she doesn't, you know, I don't really like going in public. I'll just drive around, right? I'd rather just drive around. And, I had to go in because she just didn't want to go in today. And I'm the one who did the spell. I'm the one that put the reversal out there, which means that I would be the one that would have to see it actually activating in real life. So I found that very peculiar today as I was amongst my travels. And then I thought, okay, I have to do a reading because I know that means that shit is reversing, which means that anybody that has been in contract with somebody who's literally been keeping them captive in their own life, you know, those contracts are void. And now I'm just trying to figure out, I'm just going to use these, my cards, and then see if something else comes out. What is going on with everybody? Whoa. Did you just see that? There's the eye. I heard the eye of the storm. And I guess that is kind of true. Like I saw it. You know what I mean? When you see it, it never changes. There's the lightning card. Lightning hit. Lightning hit. There's brainstorm. There's literally a storm. Okay? A brainstorm. And then delusional in reverse. So it's like you got to see something clearly. But until you like brainstorm, you can also be like doing like a pros and cons list or something like that. That's a good way to brainstorm after shit hits the fan. What are you going to do once this all goes into tack? You know, it's always good. Like I'm watching, I always love to watch The Office, right? And Michael has just left Dunder Mifflin, and he starts the mic. Whoa, speak, Whitney. The Michael Scott Paper Company. And then the morning of the very first day of his company, he just won't stop making French toast. And Pam's like, okay, we have to stop making French toast now, and we have to start. But Michael's so scared, okay, because, you know, it's one thing for it to be an idea. It's another thing to actually walk with it. Okay, and do it. It's always fun in games when you're like, oh, you know, yeah, for sure, I'll do that. And then it's like, okay, no, you actually have to do it now. You're like, fuck, I'm not ready. But maybe maybe you're not. Sometimes you psych yourself out, okay? When shit hits the fan, I knew it. I said it. And I didn't actually know that was going to come out. So that's a little bit weird. When shit hits the fan, when lightning strikes, okay? Ooh, suppressed emotions with the boat. Somebody is letting their emotions go, okay? Go somewhere that they have never gone before, okay? And now we've got music, the music note with two-sided and the book of answers. Well, what was the song that I was hearing in my head when I started? What would this be? Okay, can I have another one? That's ridiculous. I don't want to say that song. Thank you. Okay, that's much better. Okay, so the first song that came on, oh, listen to this. The friggin' Carnigans. Love me. Okay, I fucking hate that. I'm not a huge fan of that song. So then I was like, okay, what's the second song? Like, please give me another song. There has to be another song. And then I heard Machine Head into Sail Into the Black. We sail into the black. And like, when you think about it, what does a band do? They do not know if they're going to become famous. They do not know what is going to happen, but they sail off into, oh my God, that's the boat. Okay, perfect, Machine Head. Okay, sail into the dark. The black, the dark, same thing. You have to have a lot of confidence, okay, in all of a sudden making an idea take shape, okay? As much as rain has to, when lightning strikes, you know, you have to be prepared for it to destroy something, okay? But we've managed to use lightning as a source of electricity. Right? So we've managed to cultivate it and use it a different way. So if you think about that, then it's like, okay, so the answer is in the brainstorm. Whatever you're thinking about, the answer is there. Okay? And I heard this woman talk about today that something is right under your nose. As my nose got itchy. It's so true. Like something is right under your nose. You're just not seeing it. Okay, you're just not seeing it. The answer is right there. It's just how to make the answer fly. Okay, but when shit hits the fan, somebody's emotions are just gonna go everywhere. Okay, it's like once you start talking, it just might be a shit show. Okay, which is okay. That's what happens. Running scared. So obviously these suppressed emotions have something to do with this person running away from you or running away from something because they don't either want to talk about it, or they don't want to say it, or they don't want to express it, they don't want to do it. And they have to find a way to break through that. Okay, there's the sun. So you're getting like a pretty big, and that's what happens after a storm. The sun comes out, right? So I think you're getting a pretty good affirmation from the universe that whatever it is you're doing, the answer is right there. It's like you're not delusional. Don't think that you're delusional. That's what's throwing it off. There's something being staged on social media for you. Okay, so somebody could be putting up answers for you. Okay, you have to read between the lines. Maybe what this two sides is. Right? You have to read between the lines. Like maybe somebody can't say something. Now I'm getting panic room. You know, when the cops get called, the cops come to the house or whatever, and the man is like, lady, listen, if there's something you can't say and you're in danger, you might want to make a sign or a sound or something so then we know. And then, okay, I've seen that movie a gazillion times. So I watched it the other night, right? I don't know why. And then I had to turn it off because I was so fucking tired. I ended up falling asleep. So I put it on and I was like, usually I just let it like run, but for some reason I shut it off and I was like, I want to watch the ending I didn't know why. And then at that part, she goes, nope, I'm fine. And she goes to shut the door, but then she goes like this and she pulls her hair and then she shakes it and she puts it down. Now I'm getting goosebumps. Oh, I just got goosebumps all over my body because that was the sign. I didn't realize she made a sign. I thought, okay, that officer obviously like read between the lines there because I didn't see her make that sign. But like, I just thought, she's just playing with her hair. Because he goes, you may want to blink. And she keeps her eyes straight. She doesn't blink. She doesn't do what he says or what he tells her to do. So I just assume, okay, she didn't really she didn't motion him, but he took the motion anyways. But actually she did. She just did it very subtly because when a woman just plays with her hair, you don't really think about it. But that was the sign. Okay, that was what somebody had to hold on to. So it's like maybe there, if the energy has spoken, there's retaliation. It stopped twice on the bottom of the deck. So I've got to take it. I've been watching Sons of Anarchy over again for no fucking reason because I just don't like TV. So, and I'm like, man, look at that. Great choice. I know it's a great show. That's why I watch it. I was just going to be like this. Hello. I don't know why. Maybe someone's going to call you soon. Retaliation. It's like now this person, gets to retaliate. And I'm not getting it as a bad retaliation. I'm getting it as like, this is what happens when something comes back around again. Right? It's the brainstorm on how to do something. And then once you figure out how to do it, it's like it releases a lot of emotions that have been held back for a while. But then after the storm, there's the sun. And then you get all the answers. So something is being staged on social media. And you have to read between the lines. You have to read the signs on what this person's trying to show you. Okay? There is the Blair Witch. I don't know if you're a witch. I can't really get too much from her. I'm like, why are you here? Maybe you're a witch. They're watching a witch. You're watching a witch. Somebody doing magic. I mean, it's all make-believe, right? It's all in their heads. It's all, as far as legend says, Blair Witch, I don't even think actually exists. I'm going to have to look that up. So many of those movies are fake. I don't even know if the Blair Witch actually exists or if it's just a tale. If it's just a fairy tale. Whoa. Homemade with Love and The Truth in Reverse. She'll chase you around the house. She'll get you. Homemade with love in reverse. Somebody is lying about something. You know, somebody's suppressed emotions could come out, and it's like, they're really lying about a lot, maybe. That, like, what really looked like love was not love. It was they made a lot of stuff, but it definitely wasn't what it looks like. Like, that's what I mean about this social media shit. People are delusional to think that, like, so many of people's social media is the truth. And, like, that is exactly how that person's life is. And they are, you know, loving every minute of it and everything's happy and go lucky. Like, because it's not. Like, photos are staged to look like you're having fun. But then when you think about it, you know, and you go back to that day, you're like, was it even fun? Or was it, you know, was it just fun when we were taking pictures? Because, like, I don't really remember having fun, right? It was staged. Like, somebody's social media is staged. And that's the answer. Maybe that's the answer that somebody has to look through, that just because it looks like something, it doesn't mean that it's been happy. It's actually been quite a storm. Quite a shit show, to be honest. And somehow they just suppressed their emotions through the whole thing. Like, wow. Whoa, look at that. It's definitely on like Donkey Kong. Like, they really, like, they just turned that on button on, like, I am going to suppress starting now. Poof. Look at that, Santa Claus. And then they just got delusional. Like, I mean, there is delusional here. It's right here. But it's in reverse now, because I think they realize now that they've gone through the storm, they realize, okay, well, maybe that the storm is what's really ruining somebody's life. Right? Girl interrupted. Like, somebody's very much interrupted. And there's a prophecy of an invitation coming on somebody who's been addressing the signs that there's some type of turnaround about to happen, some type of switch around that's about to happen. Because when shit hits the fan, this is the thing. Like, you know, when like, say you've got this partner or something, and you guys have always had like these little tiny fights, and there, you know that shit is leading up to something. And then when you have that giant fight, when you have that giant blow up and somebody explodes, that relationship is never gonna be better. Ever. It's never gonna be better after that, because all these little things have been trying to tell you that something bigger is there. Right? So because somebody is interrupted, somebody is not going to let the relationship be, because there is something that is like witchcraft about it. I don't understand. And, you know, like, it's the weirdest ones that do witchcraft. Like, you would never suspect some of the people that, especially in high school, did shit. Okay. Even if they're like 30, 40, 50 years old now, that doesn't take away what they did in high school. Okay. I swear to God, this one chick, she put a fucking spell on my buddy in high school. I know she did. And they stayed together for like 20 years, and they fucking hated each other. I've never seen hate between two people. But everybody respected him and everybody respected her. And I'd be like, how can you hang out with these people? They hate each other. Like, he is drilling a hole in the back of her head right now. And she's like, blah, 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 blah. Doesn't give a fuck about him. Like, why? Just like, why? Like, what does time do to people? Right? Like, just because somebody's got time, it doesn't mean that it's the right relationship. Right? Like, wipe your hands clean of that shit. Okay? So the switch around, now I'm getting time and time again. I swear, it's like time and time again. Somebody has seen this coming. They just, every time they make a countdown to leave, right, they end up coming back. They make a countdown to leave, they come back. This person might have made a countdown the last time to leave, and then this person, I don't know, did a damsel in distress. They might have even like made like something look staged, like a robbery looked staged, or their house got broken into and it was staged. Something definitely is staged here. Okay, and that's the answer for somebody to figure out. It's not what it looks like. They've definitely been just what do you call that? Cruise control, just definitely, you know, cruise controlling and not really paying attention to much. And then that's when life can get really scary, is when you're on cruise control, because then you're not paying attention. You're just going through day by day, and then a month goes by, another month goes by, another year goes by, and you've been in days this whole time. You're just wasting your life. And like, I mean, I don't know what the point of that is, right? Like, we've all done it. I don't know what the point of it was. Maybe sometimes it is just to heal, just to calm down, just to sit down, not give a fuck a little bit, you know, about something. I don't know. I mean, this person has got to be awfully tired of running, or being scared of something. They've got to be exhausted of it now. So, and they're getting signs that something is going to change. Because now they've actually going to take the right invitation to go. You know, it could be somebody that's, it could, honestly, it could really be anything. It could be that you're at this dead-end job that you were told was this loving, beautiful, you know, storefront or shop or company or something, and you realize this is as fucking farthest from the lie I could ever fucking think of. And then something comes in, you know, you brainstorm your way out of it. You realize that the only reason why you're there is just an interruption, a slight little interruption. It's all been staged. You know, their social media shit. That's not anything like what they were. You know, maybe you got this job over the winter, okay, over like Christmas or whatever, and they made it, you know, it was all rainbows and kisses and everything was so pretty and everything was, you know, Santa-like, and it just kind of like illusioned something. I don't know. Somebody has now that the storm has passed, they're not delusional about something anymore. Their answer is it was staged. You know what it is? It's kind of like there's this analogy that came to me, and it was two people. Okay, one person just being grounded, just staying where they are. Okay, and this other person kind of bouncing around. Okay, and that one person that's stationed there is connected to other people. So this one person that bounces around all the time stays connected to that one person who's connected to other people. And they think that they're connected with that one person to stay connected to everybody else. But really, they keep coming back to that one person because it's that one person that they're connecting to, has nothing to do with anybody else. Okay, so that analogy came through today as well. And now I feel like maybe that's the answer that somebody needed. Right? Was that it wasn't, maybe that it looked like this person was using them for everybody else, but really it was a distraction, you know, like they really didn't want to talk to anybody else. They thought they did, but they really didn't. And somebody suppressed their emotions about that, right? About how they truly felt about somebody, not really knowing in the moment why they were there, but now realizing in the present moment, that's exactly why they were there. It didn't have anything to do with anybody else. Right? So, yeah. Energy has changed. People are not going to be held captive anymore against shit that they don't want. That's not right. Yeah, I definitely think that whoever was like, whatever we recently were a part of, you like are going to be releasing from it. And it was like almost like staged to have a shitty teammate around you, you know, so then you can get the better job, right? Observation, nature, gifts. Because it's like once you look at something for a while, you kind of you realize if you want it or not. Okay, you kind of realize if you want it or not, and to release it, once you release something, then it allows you to see something else better. right? And then there's like gifts waiting for you. There's nature. So I don't know if maybe get out in nature, I don't know, a good walk might fucking cure your soul, but then there's anticipation with risk. And there is risk in everything you do, but to anticipate that it's going to go well is better to look at it on the positive spectrum than the negative spectrum, right? Because you don't want to look at something automatically negatively, right? Just because whatever this social media is, like, it doesn't matter. Like, social media for the most part is a lie, okay? So I just want to say that right now. It's mostly a lie. And it's just that people, appeasing their family members and putting shit up, making it look like they live this great life when really they kind of know that they don't. Even in work, like they're taking pictures and everyone's smiling and laughing, and it's like, in real life it's not really like that. Okay? So somebody's got to get that social media aspect, the stage social media out of it. Okay? The answer is whatever you fight through, okay, fight through the delusion of this kind of like picture perfect, something having to look maybe picture perfect or like all set up to be holly jolly great, because that's honestly that's not life. Like, life is really messy and really dirty, and I think the cleaner it looks, I think the cleaner people's lives look, I think the more they are hiding, right? Or they just have a really good maid, okay? Like, let's be real. But the messier somebody's life looks, it's almost like there's a lot, like, life isn't really supposed to be clean and perfect and, like all tidy. It's just not. Life is messy and dirty. Not saying that your house should look messy and dirty and shit like that. That's not what I'm saying, but it's definitely like, just because it looks it's just because it looks a certain way, somebody's anticipating something else happening. Okay, they're anticipating being able to be released from something once they take this risk. Okay, because they're putting something away right now, right? They've hid something, right? That they hope will come back in the future. And maybe they don't even realize. Maybe you don't even realize that someone's watching you. Because maybe that's what it is. Maybe someone's watching you. They want to know your situation. They want to know if you have a job. They want to know if you want to work for them, or if you are single, or, they're anticipating you showing up to something. I'm pretty sure. If they risk something, they're pretty sure you're going to show up. Because you've recently released something, and they're like, okay, well, you released that, then I've got this for you, by the way. I don't know. Teamwork, like, they definitely are on the same team as you. They're like mimicking your influence somehow. I don't know if they're routinely watching you or something like that, but they like what you're doing. And somebody kind of died recently, so they turned to you for something. Like, there was this I always watch British miniseries because they're just, I don't know, I just always watch the British ones. I don't really like American TV or Canadian TV. So I was watching one, and this whole, like, the British ones are like, everybody's got secrets, and like the secrets of the secrets of the secrets, and it's like, oh my god, there's so many secrets, and like 8 episodes, so many secrets just come out. Anyways, I was watching this one, and this so many things had to happen, okay, for this lady and this guy to meet, and the last time they saw each other was like high school. And she was like, like, sometimes that's, you can just fly around and go everywhere and then come back and come back into your life or something and be completely accepted and have somebody just sitting there waiting for you. It's like somebody's been anticipating you coming back or being there or something. And that's what maybe that's how they feel like is their retaliation against what they've gone through, like not a retaliation, but it's like this karmically what they feel like they deserve. And it's almost like retaliation against, anybody that's ever gone against them. Cause then it's like, yeah, you went against me, big mistake, huge, right? Like, you should not have risked not liking me, because that's what it is. Like, I don't know, man, it's something. This person, whoever this person is, like they got turned around in something, and now it's got to come back. You know, like they got turned around, and now they're like in 180, and now they get to come back around again. They were walking in the totally opposite direction of you. They couldn't be farther off where you were if they tried. And now it just kind of seems like, I don't know, kind of seems like smooth sailing now. Once the storm passes, I don't know what that means. I don't know if the brainstorm has happened now and this person's realized how to do it or what to do, or they've gotten the signs. I don't know. I never know quite like how the timeline works on this shit. I don't ask time because time doesn't exist. So it's really hard to be like in a month, in a day, in a year, when spirit is like, what? What do you mean day, month, year? You know, like it's going to happen means it's going to happen. Why does it matter when? And people are always fixated on when. And again, it's like, why does it matter when? Because it could be lined up to be on Saturday, bitch. And then it doesn't work out because somebody doesn't put gas in their car and it doesn't start. So now it gets moved to Monday. Okay. And now, okay, well, Monday may not work because now all of a sudden a storm comes in. So Monday's not going to work. So now what if we have to wait until the next week? Right? It's like something like that. Like you can't just wait. I don't know. I can't like always put a time on something because time schedules and children and work and flights and, you know, fires, they change schedules, okay? It's just what happens. I'm not in charge of that, so I don't like to say time. But I feel like somebody is, like, on the other side of something now. And it might have taken them a really long time to get on that other side, okay? Like, a really long time. And now that they're on the other side, shit's going to hit the fan as soon as they start talking. You might be at a distance from somebody. And that could be, you know, this person. I'm not really sure. I don't really like to get into too many fine details because it's not a fucking personal message. It's general. So that just messes everybody up. It's like somebody fought really hard or not to explode all these years, and now it's like they can't fight anymore. You know that happens. It's just like I can't fight. Oh my God, I just got that song so cheesy. 'Cause I can't fight this feeling anymore. Right? Like sometimes you just can't fight a feeling. Like my sister's getting it at work now and I'm like, fuck, you know, like she's like, why can't I just work and do my job? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know why somebody has to interfere with that. Because why can't you? You should be able to just go to work and do your job. Why not? Right? Why do people have to fuck with people? I don't really understand, you know, why people can't just not take everything so goddamn personally. And I just can't just go to work and make money and shut the fuck up. Talking about your personal life all the time. It's not a fucking Jerry Springer show. It's work. We get paid here. Respect it. Get the fuck out of my car. I'm just kidding. But you wonder why I don't have any friends around? It's probably because that's my attitude. Okay, what else do we gotta say? Okay. That was it. Oh, great. Now I got that fucking song stuck in my head. Oh, God. Okay, so sorry, bear with me. I got to get the message. What I'm getting is we got tarot cards with Yule, Rebirth, with Athame, Boundaries, Okay, with Mabon balance, and then earth grounding. Ho, hey, Stephanie, what's going on, girl? Okay, so I'm like, okay, I feel like somebody's getting a lot of guidance right now through tarot readings. And Spirit wants you to continue that because it's helping you rebirth. It's helping you activate and get into a new life, okay? Or like a new regimen or routine or something, okay? And as you rebirth, they're like, this rebirth is going to come with having to make the ability to set boundaries. Okay, boundaries are very important. And it's very important for everybody to really respect boundaries, okay? Because boundaries, when they are put in place, they're put there to be respected because somebody is saying, you cannot do this, or we are going to lock this door, or this is exactly how it's going to happen, and this is how I'm going to set it, and I really want everybody to respect it, right? Because when it comes to your space or when it comes to something that has to do with you, then really it doesn't have anything to do with anybody else, and everybody should just keep their mouth shut, and everybody that does know about it maybe set their boundaries, like you don't need to speak about it. Nobody needs to know about this. And once the boundaries are set, it seems like once somebody sets their boundaries about whatever this is that's happening in this season in Yule, okay? And Yule just began. So we still have like 2 full months of it. Don't worry, you have lots of time, okay? To get this guidance on the boundaries that you want to set. Okay, like maybe you're one of those kind of people that really allow people to walk all over you. And the energy has been set, which means for 2025, the energy is set now. Whatever it is that you did for New Year's Eve, or whatever it is that you started in 2024 and wanted to end and didn't want to bring into this year involves setting boundaries now moving forward. So then you don't go back to what you left behind in 2024, right? It's all about fucking setting new rules and setting new levels and actually getting there. Okay, so that once the boundaries are set, then that's where the balance sets in because there has to be equal light to equal dark. Okay, so then the right amount of rest happens with the right amount of fruiting, okay, however way you want to put it. Because it's a tree. And one side of the tree, it's dark because it needs its rest. But on the other side, it's all lit up and the fruit's there, right? It can't have light on it all the time. It has to rest, right? Which could be part of the boundary setting. Like you can't bother me, like turning your phone off at night. You cannot text me all night, Mom. Okay, I know you're in the retire home and you're fucking freaking out and you're dementia and you're delusional and you're losing it, but I need to shut my phone off at least at night. That's a boundary, right? That's a boundary to set, and you got it. It's like someone's like just whatever it is that you need to get. Tarot will give you the answer. If you find a really good reader and they start to they'll start to just channel you. Okay, it doesn't matter how many people are there. If you center your attention on them and you get them to set the intention for the reading of helping you or guiding you through something, that reader will get that message and your message will be sent out, okay? And your answer will be sent out, okay? The video will be made. If they're a true psychic and they're truly doing what they are supposed to be doing, then they will help you set boundaries and they will help you get the answers that you need for rebirthing yourself. Because the whole point of the rebirth during Yule would be because Yule, it allows us to just be still. We don't have to do anything, right? Everything's covered in snow. What are you supposed to do, right? You're just supposed to, as nature, right, would do, is just chill. There's no growing. I mean, all you got to do is just really bask in the sun when you get it. If not, you got to try to survive. That's it. That's all the universe wants you to do is just fucking survive. And that will set the boundary of like, you can't fuck with me anymore. I'm not doing anything. I'm in limbo. I don't have to do anything right now. So don't bother me. When you don't need to be bothered, people don't need to bother you. It's the same as like having, an at-home business or something. I'm kind of one of those workaholics sometimes where it's like, if I get a message or I get an email, I will fucking look at it right away and I will reply to it. Okay, if it's something to do with like a personal reading or work or something like that, it's like I seem to not be able to set boundaries with that all the time because I do want to work, right? I do want to work, but then I'm like, I can't work all the time though. I can't be trying to produce fruit all the time. I have to chill. I have to set that boundary myself because if I want this to change and I want it to go a good way, then I have to shut down sometimes. People have to shut down. And at the same time, if it's like, good old family man or something like that, right? You have time with your kids and stuff like that. And then you ground, right? You have to get back to the grounding part of it, because you have to eat, take care of yourself, sleep, right? So if by setting the boundaries, I think your life is going to be healthier. These cards are so big for my hands. Okay. So we got the scrying mirror shadow with the cauldron. I'm guessing you got something brewing here, okay, about how you want to set the boundaries. And like, I almost gotta feel do good shadow. Do some good shadow work. Maybe that's what you're going to use Yule for. Skeletons in the closet. Finding your answers, getting some guidance. Not making huge moves. Just setting boundaries. Really? I mean, how much are you supposed to really do? That's what I mean. Like, how much are you really supposed to do in the middle of fucking winter? Like, give me a break. Just try to survive, get the bills paid, fucking revisit everything in the goddamn spring. Altar dedication. I do think that, like, someone's trying to build something for themselves. And that's like really hard to do. So congratulations on that. Because it's really hard to change your life. It's really hard to, it's hard for all of a sudden people to see you different, or for people to see you wanting different things after you've been away for so long, right? It's like, okay, well, I've been this way for so long. How are people going to accept me if I decide that, like, I don't want to be that way, right? I want to be a different way. It's all about dedicating your time to yourself. Have your altar time. That's why somebody has to set these boundaries so they have alone time. That's what I feel. They need containment. They need to just, brew on your own. Like, I don't know if you like to have baths, but like, even if you're a dude, who gives a shit? Fucking soak your bones. Okay. Soak your loins. Soak that shit. Okay. And like, you can do a lot of reflection in the bath, like a lot of bad decisions that you made, telling yourself that you would never do that again in the future, but like, this is where they led you. So this is what you're going down, but this is what you want to change. And this is what you want to set, because this is the way that you have to grow. Nobody can give themselves 24/7. That's not fucking possible. Even parents get to sleep, when their kids are fucking sleeping. So give me a break. Protection. Protection is very important. Okay, and I do feel like security, but you might want to amp up security around your home. Okay, lights, camera, action. Here we go. Right, what are those sensor lights? People come on your property, boom, sensor. People run from sensor lights. Like, they do not like those lights going off. I mean, they're fucking bright. They're in your face, right? I don't know. Maybe somebody's got to beef up security somewhere. That's going to be a part of this rebirth. Like, you're going to take. Like, that guy got broken into. You're going to take your fucking shit seriously. Okay? Because there is... Okay, this is really weird. I don't know why this just came into the reading. Like, how inappropriate is this? What the fuck? Hex banishment. Winter. Something's happening right now. Maybe this is why your boundaries need to be set. There's something. Okay, now this totally changed. Okay, so we go from one, and this is what happens because they're not personal readings. Ew, we have this goddess on the bottom of the deck. Ew, 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 ew. I don't like this energy right away. Stability witch. I fucking knew it. Look at that. Witch in reverse underneath stability with staff. I fucking knew it. Okay. Imagination with air in reverse. Okay. So this has taken a drastic turn, which is why I read tarot, because of these stupid idiots. Okay. So somebody has dedicated to ruining your life from the looks of it. And to be honest, that's really hard to bring through tarot. It's really hard to bring through hexes because there isn't a lot of decks. Like, this deck has a hex card, but most decks don't. Okay, so like maybe the devil can show up or something like that, but that doesn't mean a hex. Okay, it depends how the devil is depicted in that deck. So this hex banishment, it's like the universe is trying to say, like, you need to protect yourself quick. Okay, because whatever this witch is doing, she's going to try to do it again. She's going to try to take your stability again. Okay, which means that something is coming through that's going to help you balance and really ground you. Okay, so I would really suggest clearing your space and setting an actual boundary with a knife. And then make a protection bubble and try and see if you can get away from this hex. If you can stay in the bubble, you might be okay while this energy passes, because it's going to have to pass. She can't keep it in the air forever, you know, like it has to pass. It has to pass. It has to ground. It has to go somewhere. It can't just like hang over your head like a noose. That's not the way spells work. It's energy. It has to constantly be moving. So if it can't hit you, it's going to hit the next person that's around you or something, if you can deflect it and not take it in personally. So somebody wants your stability. It's like, I think they want your ability to heal. I don't know what it is that you do. Maybe you're a nurse, could be a fucking doctor, could be a chiropractor, and you heal. You do some type of healing in some way. Maybe you read tarot cards, right? There are a lot of tarot readers on this channel, and they're trying to stop you from doing this. They're trying to hold you back. It's like they're containing your life in this cauldron, and they're brewing it over and over and over again, and it's creating this hex in your life. And this ring of protection, it's like doing a ring of protection around you. I would imagine doing that every day. But like, what the fuck? Yeah, be confident in what you do. Be really confident in the moves that you make. And like, honestly, you can fight against this. Anybody can fight against a hex. Fuck you. It's just nasty energy. It's all it is. A nasty energy. You know, when people have nasty energy, it's like a quick burnout, right? People with positive energy, it stays glowing, it hangs around. But nasty energy is like a quick flick and then it's gone, right? There's the rigid wall. Okay, so somebody has to, you know, I have noticed that like when I do my magic and shit, I really use my third eye. I do not say anything out loud anymore. I do everything in another dimension. I'm kind of refusing to do anything in 3D anymore, because it just seems like everything that I do in 3D gets taken by somebody who's watching me do it in 3D. So if I do it in another dimension, they can't see me doing it. Kind of like Doctor Strange, I guess you could say, right? Like entering another realm. Okay, and being able to do something in there and then shutting the door and not allowing anybody into it. Okay, that's where I do my magic now. I do it behind closed doors. So somebody's like, definitely spirit is saying that whatever it is that you're doing, have a lot of confidence in it about the walls that you build, because you are a warrior. You are supposed to fight this person off. It's nasty energy. So nasty energy is easily beatable. Right? It's just they're not used to people fighting against them. They're used to people just going with the flow, allowing their nasty energy to come in and take, you know, control of them, where other people go, fuck you. You don't get to tell me what to do. And that's why this is the original message from why we're doing this reading, is because maybe this goddess, a part of this containment, is keeping you in a hex or keeping you in a spell that you don't want to be in. And, you know, they've been telling the universe that you want to be in it. They want to be in this hex. They want me to control them. They don't really want free reign of their life. And you're like, fuck you, bitch. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I have full confidence to do this. You've just been holding me back because you want to hold me back. That's what this athame would be. That's what this boundaries would be set on truly what balances you, not going off of what somebody else says that you're supposed to go off of. do what I say. You know your self-worth. Okay, self-worth states that clearly you don't have to share your fucking money with somebody. You don't have to share something with somebody that's not necessarily your mission. Okay, and then we've got summon with chaos. So they have actually summoned this chaos right to their door. It ain't going to you. Okay, you're actually very unemotional and unattached from this. Sending it back by constantly putting this energy circle around you to protect you, it's going to send the energy back. By sending the energy back to the person who's sending this hex to you, causes their life to go up in fucking flames. Okay, into a twister. It's never going to be the same. It's going to get ripped up to shit, and they're going to lose their property. They're going to lose their job. They're going to lose their house. They're going to lose their money. They're going to lose everything. Okay, well, you get a lot of wish fulfillment. Okay, because I could only imagine how many wishes they took away from you, how many times you sat there by that wishing well, making these wishes to come true while this person's got you in some hex and they're taking everything. I feel like somebody's got some answers to give about why they felt the need to do this. I just got this really weird nostalgic smell. So, like, this is a part of somebody's past, okay? Grove. Remember. You know, I think somebody forgot to make your life comfortable. If they're going to keep you captive, they better give you a good fucking couch to sit on. And they didn't. I think they forgot about you. I think they even forgot about this hex. Oh my God, when my sister was going through bankruptcy, she had this lady, and I don't know why people tell the stories that they do, but anyway, she goes to my sister, she goes, because my sister was so scared that she was going to forget to like put something on and claim something, you know, about bankruptcy to see, because like she got put in a mess because of her ex-husband, and so she was really worried about it. And this lady goes, okay, I'm going to tell you something. She's like, don't repeat it, but clearly I'm repeating it. She goes, I did this claim for this lady, and they forgot about a Lamborghini in the garage. And I think those cars are like $500,000. How do you just forget about a Lamborghini when claiming bankruptcy? I don't know if the bitch thought she was going to be able to keep it and they found out about it, or if she actually forgot about it. I don't know, okay? But lest we not forget about the Lamborghini in the garage, okay? So the conclusion, okay, this was in the middle. There's loyalty with High Priestess of Air, understanding in reverse with the fledging and conclusion. So they did not understand the rules of the game, okay? And they put something in the air, and I really want to say that this person, you were really loyal to them, and they took a really bad call, and they did something, and they're I don't know if you fucking pissed them off, if you did something to them and it just enraged them, and it didn't matter. This is one thing I've learned about loyalty, okay, is loyalty doesn't mean shit once you're not loyal anymore. You could have been loyal for 20 fucking years, and the second you go like, hey, you know, I don't really want to do this anymore, they'll look at you and go, oh, okay, well, go fuck yourself and get the fuck out of here. So many people do not understand what loyalty really means, because the second that you are so-called not loyal, you better get the fuck out of there. Right? Because loyal is not really loyal anymore. Loyal is like you either cut your fucking wrists and bleed, or you're not loyal. Right? Like, I didn't know it was that kind of party. Okay. So it's like somebody just is definitely like fucking with you, and they didn't even, they don't even know the rules themselves. Like, that's not what you do. Nobody is supposed to cut their wrists and bleed for anybody. Okay? So maybe you didn't fall for the little trick, or you didn't want to do something that they wanted you to do, and that threw them off the handle. Like, somebody just got angry. And that's honestly some of the best magic to throw back. It's almost some of the best magic to actually just blow up right in their face. And I'm surprised that this didn't. I'm surprised that they weren't as pissed off as what they were. Like, I can't even believe the energy made it even into the air. They obviously knew how to do something, but anything out of rage, like when you think about it, if you do anything out of rage, it is not going to turn out good. Okay, because you're forcing something. Ew, look what's on the bottom of the deck. Yo, Pammy. What up? Yeah, you missed a lot. You did. You missed quite a bit. The synchronicities on my magic and being a witch are crazy. I don't know if you know, the other day when I said that I put out this intention to remove this hex and the shit from... No, nobody ever gets notifications. Hello? Come on. There's a spell out there against me. Hello? You have to go on to the channel. You have to unsubscribe, then resubscribe again. And then hopefully, Moonshine's Tarot will finally get into the airwaves. I think I'm a part of this banishment, definitely. Okay, I just feel like there's a little too much witchcraft that's been around this channel. Like, it moves and moves and then suddenly just stops. And I'm like, I feel like somebody's controlling it. Like, somebody's pushing the button and saying, I can't go forward because they're holding me back, right? And you know what happens when somebody holds energy back, right? And that person keeps going. It's like those, those cars, and then you let it go and it just goes, woo! Right? That's what happens. It's not a fucking joke. It actually happens. And that's what happens when energy gets held back. And when people will say, what? Oh, okay, good. Yeah, sometimes you just got to do that. I don't know why. But honestly, if you are trying to do a channel or do something and make your own something in this world, okay, and you're trying to manifest it and you're trying to get it to grow and you keep putting all this energy into it and someone's stopping that energy from going somewhere, right, that it starts to back up. And as soon as that witch isn't looking, or as soon as that energy lets go, it has to shoot everything forward. People don't really realize that. Even if they get their kicks off from holding it back for as long as they do, guess what? The longer they hold you back, the longer that something they're trying to do with money, or they're trying to do with their lives, or they're trying to attract, is going to stop. It will manifest in their lives. I've seen this witchcraft shit fucking happen. And it took me years to believe in it. I had this dude calling me a witch back in the day that I didn't even fucking know. I was like, why do you call me a witch? He'd be like, you're a witch, you're a witch. And I'd be like, but why are you saying it like that? I took it so offensively. And like, I would meet people and he would be like, oh, this is my friend Whitney. She's a witch. And I was like, stop. Like, that's not like my intro line. I don't now I kind of introduce myself as that. But like, back in the day, I didn't really want to be seen as like some witch, some fucking person doing magic or whatever, But honestly, they want to do shit, then they have to deal with the consequences of that, and it will affect their life. And I've seen it affect their life. I went into this PetSmart, okay, about, I don't know, a month ago, and I was absolutely disgusted by it. I couldn't fucking believe the state of what this place was in. I came back to it. I happened to be in the area and I wanted to check out their tanks. So I'm like, whatever, they got pretty decent tanks in there. I went in, their entire fucking fish section was shut down. Exactly what I said was disgusting. And it took a month. I don't know when it got shut down, but honestly, sometimes you can be in one place and you're only supposed to be there once, and your opinion matters on that. You say it to the universe, you give your fucking review. Well, that place was shit, or that was disgusting, or that was the worst place I've ever been. And then the next time you go back, just out of fluke, watch it be shut down. If you're truly into magic, like especially when you start fighting back for like animals, You wouldn't believe the kind of shit that you will start to shut down if animals are in bad situations. Okay, honestly, I was watching this video today. Oh man, these people, they let their 20-foot, 300-pound python continually babysit their 3-year-old son. It's not a joke. And the mother decided she was going to go out and she was going to go to the movies and go shopping. And she came home and the python had eaten their 3-year-old. And during the interview, the father goes, well, we should have had, the warning should have went off a couple months ago when he ate my Boston Terrier. I was like, these people had a child in a house with a 300-pound, 30-foot python, and they let the snake babysit? The dad was at work, and the mom went shopping / to go see a movie. I was like, that python knew they didn't deserve that kid anymore, and he was hungry, and he just ate it. He just ate it. I was like, I sent it to my sister. I'm like, this is a real thing. Like, this happened. Like, this interview is real. How? I don't know. I don't understand. So riddle me that, So the energy has been set. And if you set an intention, let me tell you, that's, I think, maybe what the universe wants to kind of like instill on people right now is to set an intention. Right? Is to set an intention and to say, like, this is what I want, and I'm not going to stop until I get it. Because if I know, right? It really sucks. If I keep going on this way and I don't set my intention and I don't set my boundaries and I don't say what I feel like I deserve, then what if I never get it? Right? Because if you don't say what you deserve or what you want, how's anybody going to know? How's the universe going to know? How's anybody going to make your life better? Right? Because, you're the one that has to take the steps to do everything. But if you ignore everything, don't ignore your own ticker. Like, you should have saw how cute this kid was. He was adorable. Like, curly hair. It's like 3 years old or something. Like, it was a real video. If anybody wants to see it, just email me and I'll send you the link. I sent it to my sister, so it's on my phone. This is real. These people exist in this world. Oh my God, so dumb. How could you fucking do that? Like, you just don't deserve kids. I can't believe the kid lasted this long. It's like all these pictures of the kid and the python, like, wrapped all around it. I'm like, I don't know how this thing didn't eat this kid a long time ago. Did you fucking starve it for a bit? Like, oh my God, my snake actually accidentally bit me the other day. So I was, oh my God, you should have saw the look on his face. I thought he was going to cry. I freaking was trying to feed him, and he's in his adolescent phase. He's so hungry. And I had the little mouse or whatever in my hand, and he went to strike it, and he missed, and it fell. And I like sat there for a second, and he's like sitting there just waiting for me. Like, where is it? Where is it? I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I don't think he'll notice if I go in and try to grab it with the tongs, right? Because it was just sitting right there. I went in really quietly and tried to grab it with the tongs, and his little tiny mouth struck at me. Oh my God, it was so cute. I wouldn't have even felt it if I didn't see it. He left these like 3 little marks on me, and then he looked at me with so much shame. And then he apologized to me all night. Oh my God, I can't believe I bit you. Oh my God, I can't believe I bit you. I'm like, you didn't bite me. You didn't see me. Snakes have the worst eyes. And he's going into shed, so his eyes are super bad. And I'm like, oh my God, honey, that was my fault. You did not bite me. Oh my God. So cute. I have this little tiny mark now. Oh my God, he felt so bad. Yeah. You should get a snake, Pam. They're probably the best thing I ever did in my life. I will only have 2 snakes, and I will raise them until they die, because I can only handle 2. But they are the best things in the world. Like, my one snake is so attached to me, it's not even funny. He's attached to me like a baby. He just crawls all over me when he has like free reign of my apartment. He doesn't care. He's crawling all over me. They're so emotional. I never thought snakes would be emotional. And he's really emotional. Like, he's been emotional all day about biting me. I know he is. He's just looking at me. And I'm like, buddy, I'm so sorry. Like, I shouldn't have went in. I had another mouse right there for the other one. So I just ended up giving him that one. Then I snuck and grabbed the other one. I should have just done that, but I went for it anyways. And I shouldn't have. And I mean, it's my fault he bit me. Like, it's not his fault. And now he thinks it's his fault. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I really am. I feel like a fucking bag of shit. But anyways, enough of me. I'm going to get going now. Hope you have a good day, Pam, and everybody else that's in the live right now. You know, I really love it when that stream of robots comes in and then nobody pays attention to them and then they just go. They used to attack my other channel so bad. Oh, fucking assholes. Anyways, thanks for being here and thanks for bringing in this energy with me. And yeah, you might see something pretty crazy. If you set the intention, if you like know that someone is holding something captive, tell the universe about it. I like to dial 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I send it text messages and I call it the universe. Literally. And I just go, hey, universe, it's Whitney. And then I send the text. I don't know what else to do. Oh, good. Do you unsubscribed and then subscribed again? Hopefully that works. I mean, a lot of readers have that problem. It's not just me. It's not because I'm hated or anything. But I want to say, just for this witch who keeps following me around, that what she's doing is actually working, but it's not. It actually works. It does that to many people. I don't know. Like, I mean, you've been subscribed to me since like day one, since you found me, and because you're my creeper. And everybody's got a creeper fan. Pam is my creeper fan. She finds me no matter where I go. And I think it's just one of those things, you know, you've got to always unsubscribe and subscribe. Keep that shit fresh. Keep it fresh, Pam. Keep it fresh. Froosh. You should change your YouTube name to I Creep Moonshine, no matter where she goes. There's always a Pamela. Everybody has one. Wondering who my stalker was this whole time. It's Pam. Hey, you almost stalk me as much as Renee does. Renee always finds me. She's always watching. Anyways, peace. Have a good night. It's a good Saturday night. I hope you guys all have fun. I'll just be sitting here and doing nothing. Maybe I'll watch a movie by myself. I don't know. My sister's got to work tomorrow, so she's not going to hang out with me. So, peace. Have a good one. Goodbye, everybody. I have to call you Pamela.